in a weakened state.
Right.
So I suggest to all the viewers out there to try and take a look at your family's wealth and try and take care of whatever you have. Get yourself out of debt as quick as possible, because debt is slavery, and we don't want to be in that situation.
Did you know that there are some states in the United States, New England territory in particular, who have already, not states, towns in the New England states, who have already started their own monetary systems, and it's working for them? They've had it for years. I first found out about, the first one I found was about 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago. They have their own monetary system. They have their own banking system in their own little town. I knew you were going to ask me that. It's been 2 years. I honestly don't remember. I came across it doing a Google search on something, and that caught my interest, and I clicked on it, and you went,
And did you know that mainland Hawaii does quite a bit of that? Mainland Hawaii does quite a bit of that. The price of milk over there often goes to $16 a gallon and things like that. And people are working to serve the tourist industry at minimum wage.
Right.
I know Hawaii's minimum wage is a little higher than ours here, but at minimum wage, prices are just impossible.
right.
So when they do have money, they put it in gold and silver coins. They take those gold and silver coins and they either take them to a gold and silver bank, or they take them to their mattress and they put them away. And they trade for things such as milk and eggs and stuff like that. And in that way, their money does not lose value as more and more people come and flood their economy there with more and more money, and devaluing the dollar on their island. Their money does not lose value because they have it in gold and silver.
Okay.
When they put a bill through and they're asking for, say Bush is asking for $1 trillion, we don't have $1 trillion. So they go, the federal government, to me, I think they're counterfeiting, if you ask me. They just zap up this money. But where does it come from? Then we're borrowing money from China. There's nothing there to back that $1 trillion up or whatever.
Let's say we have $3 trillion
Yeah.
in circulation. Everybody's got $3 trillion. It's out there. And the government decides they're going to spend $3 more trillion. Well, that's what they do. They print $3 trillion. They spend $3 trillion. Now there's $6 trillion out there. Because there's $6 trillion out there, there's no more goods, there's no more services than there was yesterday, but there's $6 trillion out there. So now every dollar you have is worth 50 cents.
Exactly.
And if you think about, did you ever collect baseball cards or football cards when you were a young boy?
I did a little bit. I just got one more comment to make on this. All right. Now, out of this $3 billion that they put into circulation across the globe right here, and we have this $3 billion that is circulating here in America, and this is what we have. They take a good portion of that out in taxes. Now, they spend that money on top, and they spend it out to the global community. So, like, the pool of resources here in America shrinks and shrinks and shrinks. The amount employers are willing to pay is shrinks and shrinks and shrinks every year. Goods and services that come from the world market, the price grows and grows and grows because we've flooded the market with our money here. And that's why we all feel like we're ending up in quite a lose-lose situation. It's a system of debt and slavery.
Spinning our wheels and getting nowhere. Absolutely. Now my question was, did you ever collect baseball cards? If you had the right signatures, it was worth a lot of money. But if the market were flooded with 20 million signed, hand-signed Babe Ruth cards, what would that be worth?
It's the rarity.
Exactly. Exactly. And that was a perfect example. The government takes this much of it in tax. There's only that much left to put back from what we originally started with, so we're still short because they took it in taxes.
And then spends the entire amount of money that's out there. And sends it overseas. And they wonder why, and we wonder why people around the globe don't value our money anymore.
Absolutely.
Because we flooded the market with it.
Absolutely.
There is no market for the American dollar anymore.
No. And when it gets
And
down to about
that's why
52 cents...
we as a movement support quite a few ideas such as alternative currencies.
Absolutely. Any other alternative ideas or suggestions? Or
I got one.
Okay.
Alternative fuels.
Perfect.
The Democrats, they believe maybe in solar power, and we need to fund
Wait a
solar
minute.
power. We need to fund.
More people than the Democrats believe in solar power.
Yeah, but they believe in taking your tax money and giving it to a company that's going to invest in research into solar
Oh,
power.
I see. You're saying the difference is they want to take my money and decide where they want to invest it.
Absolutely.
Oh.
Now, the Republicans.
Because you don't have what it
Right,
takes to
right,
invest in a
yeah.
company of your
Right.
own choice.
I'm not saying you do or don't. But, all right, so the government wants to take your money and invest it in what they think might be the way. What they think the future is going to be. Now, the Republicans, they'll take your money and they are going to invest in opening up new oil refineries off the coast in Alaska. They're also going to try and, because they got a lot of ties with a lot of farmers, especially here in Indiana, they might want to invest into ethanol, the new alternative fuels.
Right.
And there's some better options out there. There's
Right.
some ways to change it and fix it, but that's the type of things that they're looking at. What our movement's all about is, why don't we let the market decide? Inform the people that we need to make a choice. We need to do something about our environment.
Absolutely.
And people, give them as much education as possible. Let them make the choice what's best for their families. All right? And allow as much of these things to grow. Don't federally fund this section like solar power, and then wind has no chance.
Right. Right.
Let the market decide things like this.
And I want to ask you this. What do you think about the free market as far as price competition? Right now we don't have a free market. We get our oil from so on and so forth. And we have no choices as far as any alternative fuels to the point where we could be self-sufficient in this country. Okay? If there were 5 ideas for alternative energy, and the government picked one of those, they could regulate the price sent back to the consumer, which the consumer paid for to begin with our tax dollars.
Right.